Today was about celebrating who we have been. Today we had a retirement party for the ministry here at Central Christian Church in Bradenton. 98 years of ministry. And today we didn't say goodbye, because we never have to say goodbye. We said, see you later. We said, thank you for the memories. Thank you for the blessings. Thank you for the Sunday school classes. Thank you for the women's fellowship groups. Thank you for the youth groups. Thank you for the Christmas pageants. Thank you for the worship services. Thank you for everything that has been Central Christian Church for the last 98 years. There were stories of people coming to recovery here and becoming a part of the church. There were stories of people who had needs met by members of the church. There were tears that were shed, thanksgivings that were shared. It was a very simple but yet beautiful time. A beautiful time to remember. To remember all that Central Christian Church has been for the last 98 years. Some of the things that really spoke to my heart were the statements by Reba, who got up and openly talked about the fact that she didn't like this whole process that was going on. She didn't like this concept of change that was happening. She has been here at this church for the last 55 years. And so it was hard for her to think about not being in this building anymore, not being in this neighborhood anymore. And she was open and honest about her feelings. But also, too, she was open and honest about the fact that, God is up to something. And that something she doesn't quite understand, or she doesn't really realize what it is. In fact, I'm going to close up right here. That's a picture right there of Reba teaching that Sunday school class to little kids. She shared about that, about how much she enjoyed that when she took that class over when she first started coming to the church 55 years ago. It's crazy to think that all of those kids right there are of retirement age now. Some of them might not even be alive anymore. A lot of life has passed by since that picture was taken. And that's what today was about. It was about life. It was about life and the little piece of life that Central Christian Church has played in the history of so many people. And so it was a time of sharing. Time of sharing and remembering, followed up by Independence Day hot dogs, baked beans in the fellowship hall. It was exactly what I imagined it to be. Just a simple time of sharing. simple time of looking back with fondness in our hearts. And then what is next? What is next is rearranging all of this space. We're going to put tables in. And starting next week, we are going to begin the process of designing who we're going to be. Today, on this Independence Day retirement celebration, we said, see you later. We said, thanks for the memories. We paid honor and respect to what has been before. And next week, we will start the process of putting together who we are. We know our vision. Our vision is to be a church that unchurched people love to attend. We know our mission, to introduce people to the good news of Jesus Christ. Next week, we'll start answering the questions of how will we do that? What will we look like? We're going to be here for a little while longer because the building has not sold yet. So we're going to have to start being it here in this place. So make sure you tune in next week to find out the answer to the question, what is church? That's what we're going to be looking at next week. If you're going to be in Bradenton, in the area, join us. We worship at 10 every Sunday morning. If you're not going to be here, then make sure you tune in to the next episode of Hot Fudge Sunday. Until then, I hope this week has a great you. We'll talk to you soon.